Barbara Stanwyck was born Ruby Catherine Stevens on July 16, 1907, in Brooklyn, New York, and her early life was marked by profound hardship. Orphaned young, after her mother's tragic death and her father's disappearance, she grew up moving between foster homes while often relying on her older sister for stability. These experiences instilled in her fierce independence, emotional restraint, and self-reliance. Unlike many stars manufactured by studios, Stanwyck shaped herself long before Hollywood noticed her. She learned to endure without complaint and to observe human behavior closely, skills that later defined her performances. Pain taught her discipline, and discipline became her armor. Those who knew her later often remarked that her strength came not from privilege, but survival. From childhood onward, she understood that respect was earned, not granted, and that principle mattered more than popularity. From nightclubs to the Broadway spotlight, Stanwyck's entry into entertainment came through sheer determination rather than opportunity. As a teenager, she worked as a dancer in New York nightclubs during the roaring 1920s, performing in environments that demanded toughness and resilience. Her natural presence soon caught attention, leading to Broadway appearances in productions like The Noose and Burlesque. These performances revealed her raw emotional power and authenticity, qualities that set her apart from more polished but less grounded performers. When Hollywood scouts took notice, she transitioned to film with remarkable ease, debuting in Broadway nights. Adopting the name Barbara Stanwyck, she crafted an identity that balanced sophistication with approachability. Even early on, she rejected artificial glamour in favor of honesty. Directors quickly recognized her ability to convey strength and vulnerability simultaneously, a rare combination that would define her legendary career. A star defined by range and integrity. Throughout the 1930s and 1940s, Stanwyck rose to extraordinary prominence, becoming one of Hollywood's most versatile and respected actresses. Her performance in Stella Dallas earned her critical acclaim and an Academy Award nomination, cementing her reputation as a master of emotional realism. She moved effortlessly between genres, excelling in screwball comedy, noir, melodrama, and westerns. Films like Ball of Fire, The Lady Eve, and Double Indemnity showcased her unmatched range. What set her apart was not just talent, but integrity. She arrived prepared, respected crews, and demanded professionalism from those around her. She never relied on scandal or excess, believing the work should speak for itself. Over time, she became known as an actor's actor, admired not only for brilliance but reliability and fairness. Reinventing herself in television. As the studio era waned, Stanwyck adapted rather than resisted change. She transitioned seamlessly into television, where she found renewed success and respect. Her role as Victoria Barkley in The Big Valley introduced her to a new generation and earned her an Emmy Award. Later performances in The Thornbirds and The Colbys demonstrated that her power had not faded with age. She brought gravitas, authority, and emotional nuance to every role. While others struggled to remain relevant, Stanwyck thrived by remaining authentic. She never chased trends, instead choosing projects that aligned with her values. Her longevity was not accidental. It was built on discipline and adaptability. By the time she received an honorary Academy Award in 1982, her legacy was unquestioned and deeply respected. Love, marriage, and hard lessons. Learned Stanwyck's personal life reflected the complexities of her era and experiences. Her marriage to Frank Fay began with promise but deteriorated under strain and imbalance. While Fay initially supported her career, his inability to adapt to Hollywood created tension. Stanwyck endured the relationship longer than many might have, shaped by loyalty and the expectations of the time. Their eventual divorce strengthened her resolve and independence. Later, her marriage to Robert Taylor represented a more balanced partnership, rooted in mutual respect. Though the marriage ended quietly, she spoke of Taylor fondly for the rest of her life. After their divorce, Stanwyck never remarried. Many believed she had given her heart once and fully. These relationships shaped her understanding of trust, dignity, and emotional boundaries, themes often reflected in her most powerful performances. A reputation for professional excellence. Among colleagues, Barbara Stanwyck was revered for her professionalism. She was punctual, prepared, and respectful to everyone on set, regardless of status. Crew members often said she treated electricians and directors with equal courtesy. She expected the same in return. While warm and generous, she had no patience for arrogance or disrespect. This reputation earned her enduring loyalty across decades. Unlike many stars, she avoided gossip and public feuds, preferring discretion. Her authority came quietly, through example rather than demand. Directors trusted her instincts, and actors valued her honesty. She did not believe in ego-driven performance, only truth. This commitment to integrity made any breach of professionalism especially intolerable to her, setting the stage for one of the few enduring tensions in her long career. A rare and notable professional conflict. Despite her gracious nature, Stanwyck was not immune to strong professional dislikes. One such tension emerged with actor Raymond Burr, with whom she shared screen time during the 1950s. Those present noted an immediate clash of working styles. Stanwyck valued collaboration, preparation, and mutual respect, while Burr was perceived as more dominating in rehearsal settings. According to colleagues, she felt undermined by what she interpreted as condescension. Rather than escalating conflict, she responded with distance and restraint. She remained professional, delivering strong performances without personal engagement. Her displeasure was never theatrical, but unmistakable. For a woman who had fought to earn respect in a male-dominated industry, challenges to her authority struck deeply. This was not rivalry, but principle, and Stanwyck never compromised those values. Differences of character and values. Stanwyck's discomfort extended beyond the set. She valued authenticity above all else, shaped by a life where survival depended on truth and effort. She reportedly disliked embellishment or performative charm, qualities she felt obscured sincerity. When confronted with behavior she considered disingenuous, she withdrew rather than confronted. Friends noted that her silence spoke volumes. Stanwyck believed character was revealed in small actions, how one treated others, honored commitments, and accepted responsibility. Once respect was lost, it was rarely regained. This firm moral compass was central to her identity. She did not seek conflict, but she did not excuse behavior that violated her principles. In her world, professionalism was sacred, and she judged people accordingly, quietly but decisively. Dignity over drama until the end. Barbara Stanwyck carried herself with dignity throughout her life, even in moments of disappointment. She never publicly attacked colleagues, preferring privacy and restraint. Her opinions, when expressed, were brief and firm. Those close to her understood that such clarity came from conviction, not cruelty. She believed life was too short for falsehood and too demanding for ego. In later years, she reflected on her career with gratitude rather than regret. She understood that disagreement does not require bitterness, and distance can be an act of self-respect. Her legacy is defined not by conflicts, but by excellence. The rare tensions she experienced only highlight how deeply she valued integrity. In a business often driven by image, Stanwyck stood apart by remaining uncompromisingly real. A final farewell true to her spirit. Barbara Stanwyck passed away on January 20, 1990, at age 82 in Santa Monica, California. In keeping with her lifelong preference for simplicity, she requested no funeral service. Her remains were cremated, and her ashes scattered over Lone Pine, California, a landscape tied to her Western films. It was a fitting farewell for a woman who loved open spaces and quiet strength. Her life stands as a testament to resilience, professionalism, and self-respect. She rose from hardship to greatness without losing herself. Though she experienced love, conflict, and disappointment, she never abandoned her principles. Barbara Stanwyck remains remembered not only as a cinematic icon, but as a woman who lived honestly, worked fiercely, and demanded nothing more than fairness and truth.